Hi guys, and welcome to my channel on Thursday, where I have yet another opportunity to do some work, although it's very, again, humid here. We're like almost monsoon, not quite monsoon, so cooler doesn't help. Just kind of gotta wing it and, just chin up and keep going. Anyhow, I wanted to apologize. Yesterday, I got one video up of the table and the Lazy Susan, but I didn't get building the table, which is kind of sad. It was basically the same as when I built the little table. It's the same exact method, only just a little nicer. And I'm going to keep this one. I may find a relative, a child, a friend who's wanting some fairly sturdy dollhouse material, but doesn't want to pay a lot for it. So this will go in it. I'll paint it up. Maybe donate it. I don't know yet, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Now, I was pretty disappointed. This turned out pretty warped. But it was my second one, a prototype. And again, I'll clean it up, trim it up, maybe wet it a little and, spray it and set something flat on the opposite side. I could put it in my Sizzix purse, Sizzix die cut machine and flatten it that way. But it worked out really good. Now, I'll show you the downside to it. It's going to need weight in the front. And then I'll explain more about what I'm doing and some announcements. And then I'm going to cut and go sew. So anyhow, let's go to where the work is. In the downward position, this table's fine. But once you set it up, bing. So I'm going to need to put a little weight in the front. This is just an example. This is not how I plan on doing it, but it'll work for the moment. So then when it is in the upright position, it'll work. So what I'll probably do is make a weighted pillow, put a little more weight in the front. And there you have it. Also, it's a little too tall and maybe a little too big around. I like the roundness of the table, but I think on the next one I'm gonna make it look like as though it has a leaf in it, and that won't be a real leaf. It'll just look like it has a leaf in it. So there's that. And then the Lazy Susan, I was sitting here, thinking, how come it doesn't work? Well, then I remembered you have to make a smaller tray that this sits on. And it'll have a lip also like this one, but it'll go on the outside of that one. It'll be flush though, so that it turns and there's no way of the beads escaping. I'll get that word out. So I'm gonna work on that some more. Although it works. I mean, there's no reason it can't be used in the in the condition that it's in, except for it's a little warped as well. So for the first time with the Cricut, first time with the Lazy Susan, I feel pretty confident that I can do better. And I also feel pretty happy with myself that I at least did this much. Okay, so moving on. Challenging myself. Big challenge. Big challenge. Now that I got some Cricut savvy, I'm going to attempt the kitchen farmhouse. I might be able to do those chairs. Might. We'll figure out something for the chairs, and we'll work on this. So what I'm hoping is this weekend, there's the door, and I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to make that door a sliding door. So anyhow, Granny's haunting me. The kitchen, the farmhouse kitchen. That's going to be our next, somewhat like Granny's attic, but we're definitely going to make that. And I'm going to do start to finish. And then in the fall of the year, after summer's over and the weather turns a little cooler, then I'm going to finish up the San Franciscan 350. We'll start on the, what was the name of that I got that house on a, remember it was missing pieces. Apple blossom, I'm looking at it now. Lilliput apple blossom. So we're going to start building that. And I'm just going to go through the pieces, and we're going to take our time, and I'm praying the Father doesn't come and get me for years to come, because I have so much crafting to do. So anyhow, that's where we're at tonight, guys. And like I said, I just basically wanted to apologize that everything failed on me. I'm still having issues with memory, either on my phone or on my laptop, but we'll get that worked out. In the meanwhile, thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Thank you to my new subscriber. I should have gone and looked at your name prior to this video, but I haven't had a chance. So what I would love to do is have you guys start commenting on my videos so that I can do shout outs. So I can say thank you, Dollissa, thank you, Crafty Kitty, thank you, Shay, thank you, everybody who is watching my videos. And for example, today I want to give a big shout out to two very special people, other than those I have already mentioned, and that would be Miss Lucia and her brother Miles and his sister, and Lucia's sister Emmy, and Mom Cammie and Dad Mike. Thanks, guys. Thank you for being supporters, and thank you for watching. Big hugs to the family. You're all great people. Okay, guys, so on with the show. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here, and I'm going to attack a pile of sewing for my junk journals and some other things that I'd like to get done this evening. But most of all, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.